because they're consistently beating these teams they're better than. They've beaten some of the maybe slightly tougher opponents in like 4Zoomers to qualify for this ESL One Birmingham. They had to beat them in a best of 3, then a best of 5. So Thunder Predators looking good, potentially the best team in South America. Although we'll have to see what Beast Coast has to say about it. And Crazy, solid, but I'd say they're still trying to figure out their identity a bit.
See you later, nerds.
Let them get it out of their system real quick. You know, we'll
you
give the
enjoying
players
this coming
a few
back?
minutes. We missed you, chat wheel. We all missed you so much.
Oh yeah, it's not going anywhere. We've got some OG over the next few days, I believe, on the main stream. So
you're gonna have some fun with that.
that's when things will get nice and spicy.
So they also added some new stuff, right? I didn't get to read over the whole pass. There's like custom pings or something.
Oh yeah, custom pings. There's
I saw a
smiley
divide, a thumbs up.
Oh. Yep. Those are the main ones. There's like some kill bounties or something you can put on yourself as well. There's the kill streak things that Underlords has where
there's
at
the
top.
divide. Yeah.
Oh yeah, nice.
Obviously, can't really BM your opponents with that one, but at least I assume they don't see it.
Yeah. I like the kill streak indicators at the top. Those are fun.
Like the NBA Jam. He's on fire stuff.
Yeah,
heat up.
Although it kind of puts like a target on your back, like the enemy is like at the top. There's this fire like around your hero portrait, so they're like, all right, we gotta kill this guy. He's gonna give us a lot of money.
It's just the streak, right? That's all it's based on.
Yeah, if you have a killing streak, and maybe the bigger the streak it changes. I'm not sure how that works. That's how it is in Underlords at least.
Okay. Why are we talking about Underlords when Artifact 2 is...
it's in beta.
It's in beta. It's back in beta.
Yeah.
It's rejoined Dota 2, which has never left beta. Don't let Valve tell you otherwise. Top lane, Howie 2000. Quick first blood. Nice combo there. Aether Remnant into Battle Hunger, some auto attacks, and well, normally Bane's a pretty tanky support gods. Goes down early.
This is a hero that's known for bullying and winning his lane, so not the start Crazy we're hoping for up there. And down bottom, Moon Meander trading hits with the Phoenix is also kind of losing that trade. Phoenix with double Fairy Fire has plenty of health regen, can take those right clicks with the bonus damage, and then once Fire Spirits are up, he's definitely winning any right click battle, but Nyx at least does have a lot of health regen.
Yeah, Moon's got to be careful, and Jay-Z definitely looking for an opportunity to unload the Fire Spirits again. Yep. They do have a CK, so it's a pretty strong kill combo if these heroes are not full HP.
This is cool. This 5-position Phoenix, triple Fairy Fire, in fact. Like that +6 damage adds up when you're just trading right clicks and not letting Moon Meander have a good time in his lane. So we're seeing a pretty solid laning set from Thunder Predator, especially with Matthew securing that first blood top, the Orb of Venom, Void Spirit. If you have the kind of aggressive advantage, which against a Lifestealer, that's not a hero that you're really too afraid of, you can really be annoying with this Orb of Venom.
So let's talk about, like, obviously the highlight of the match, the Leo-style Shadow Fiend. Like, this guy has been swagging out on the hero for months now. Not really a particularly popular competitive pick, but, I mean, for him, it's something you're always thinking about whenever you draft against Thunder Predator. Is this a great Shadow Fiend game?
Absolutely. It's the right kind of mid to pick with Chaos Knight. Chaos Knight's not going to be like this single core that's going to be able to win you the game, particularly when you're picking it and you know the enemy's going to get some counters. In this game, the Necrophos. So Shadow Fiend brings some mixed damage to the table, brings the magic damage, has the fear for some control, has multiple different builds you can go for. And there's not really amazing heroes to deal with him. He's a great matchup against both Necro as well as the Lifestealer, and the mid matchup versus the Queen of Pain, it's also one that Shadow Fiend can do pretty well in. So
no pressure, Leo style, but you should pop off.
Yeah.
But no pressure. Bottom lane, Kezu may end up going down here very low. Nice dive by MJZ. They can work on Moon Meander now. They've got another Chaos Bolt. Could be 2. They'll pull him back into the stun. Gets the 2-second, and MJZ scoring the double kill. Big start here now. 2 lanes looking one, and the mid lane is advantage Leo style. So arguably all 3.
Yeah, I feel like this is some Phoenix play that some teams and supports out there maybe learning a bit from, because typically a hero just known for being played kind of as a 4 in the off lane or in the 3 role, but showing that it can flex its wings in the safe lane as a 5 as well. So really good start. Thunder Predator get themselves another kill in AUI up top. And this is going from bad to worse, although not a major gold lead by any means, but you can see the CS. It's all 3 lanes looking solid for Thunder Predator. Chaos Knight able just to constantly sustain the lane using that Chaos Strike for the lifesteal, so very efficient stuff.
They're trying to send Swain Owie towards mid. It's a bit early for bounties. Well, get a ward down.
Yep.
Maybe one to secure the rune, but it is bottom, only an illusion. So Leo Style still farming away now. Pretty significant advantage. 8 deny, 6 last hits.
It's hard for Quap now with level 5 SF. I think the play here, whenever you're SF, anytime Quap is in range, you just throw razors, and if you hit 2, that's like all of Quap's health basically gone. So Brow's got to play fairly carefully. Rune control is a big thing in this matchup at this point. Queen of Pain needs to get those runes, needs that constant regen, and we'll probably be looking to just use those bottle charges, find a 5-minute bounty rune to constantly sustain here.
Of course, Shadow Fiend very good at shoving the wave, more so than the Quap.
Yep.
But there is a Bane available to rotate for the moment, though. Does stay top as they look to secure the bounties, and Frank will go for his, while Matthew chases Owie back. And while that was all happening, Kezu is going to go down bottom.
Yep.
And maybe Moon Meander as well. Gets the stun off. MJZ dropping very low. Has the Fairy Fire. Still 2 more in reserve. He wants to keep on chasing. Thunder Predator going full throttle here. And they get the Moon kill. It's a killing spree for MJZ. Starting to heat up.
MJZ is owning so hard. Like, to see a 5 position making these kind of plays for his team, setting up all these kills, baiting them in, using those Fairy Fires to great effect. It is impressive to watch and giving Thunder Predator a real edge here. We'll see a rotation mid. Quap not level 6, so
It's a level 1 Scream. Does have to level 3 points in the Shadow Strike. Leo Style's going to have to stand his ground. Doesn't quite finish off that Quap. Maybe? No. Gets an earn charge out of it as well. Moon Meander, nice rotation by him.
Yeah, getting that insta earn charge right when you finish the item always feels really nice. So it's a good little rotation coming out from Crazy.
It's a pretty fast earn.
Yeah.
Just went straight for it. No other items, really. I imagine hasn't been buying any of the wards.
Well, yeah, none of the sentries. I guess they don't really seem to be needing to... Oh, they have 1 down bottom, but deciding not necessary. MNZ, he's actually been A-okay. The Necropho's kind of a counter to the Chaos Knight as far as the game overall goes, but this lane has been a real struggle for him.
He's pretty low here. Doesn't want to get hit by another Death Pulse. MJZ also in danger. Has to jump away to the tower.
That's going to be close on the Phoenix.
He's still got the Earn Charge afflicting him, but he's got that last Fairy Fire. Keeps him alive, and while it's going on, Leo Style in the mid lane. He turns. He gets off a nuke. Not enough to kill Bryle, though. Brings him low. Will the chase be there from Matthew? Doesn't have another nuke. In fact, Bryle,
he's got a
blinking in.
Strike, yeah.
He's got a Shadow Strike. He's going to get the next kill. It looks like, yes, sirree. It's a double for Bryle. Right back in it after a kind of shaky start here, but these constant rotations have been helping him out. Meanwhile, down bottom, MJZ in danger, and Moon won't be able to catch him with the Carapace.
Luckily, there was no earn charges left. So Moon using those very aggressively, looking for the Phoenix kill and not finding it means he's now depleted. So he's going to lack that little bit of extra damage when he goes for some of these kills. But overall, Crazy find a really nice sequence of events, particularly playing well around this mid lane. Understanding that the Queen of Pain is their hero with all the damage output and kill threat. So they just keep having the supports play around this mid lane. And slowing down the Shadow Fiend, who... we kind of highlighted this is Leo Styles' game to take over. The one part where SF is particularly vulnerable is the laning stage. Support rotations, one of SF's biggest downsides.
Man, he is 600 net worth behind the Quap despite being like 6 or 8 CS up here. So really getting punished by those ganks and must have had to ferry quite a bit of regen.
Because he'll keep himself alive with the Ghost Shroud. Has double bracer, raindrop. He's just going for all these cheap, cost-effective items to be as hard to kill as possible. The upside of this, of course, is that he can't really be killed in lane, but the downside is it's going to slow down all his item timings. Going for like these double bracer builds has that kind of negative side effect of just what your mech or whatever it is that you're going to go for just coming that little bit slower.
We'll have a moment here. Team's going to take a sec, so... can take stock of the game, gods. Overall, it was a hot start for Thunder Predator. They are still up 7-3, slightly ahead of net worth. Haven't really talked much about Frank on the Axe, but he is farming well. Already has the phase boots. He's been pretty much uncontested. Of course, so too is Lifestealer.
Yeah.
So this has been kind of just a chill lane for both teams.
Yep. I think that's definitely one of those lanes where both teams are overall pretty happy with it. I don't think Thunder Predator were expecting to be able to pressure or shut down the Lifestealer from farming. It's a great carry to pick against the Axe because you're just going to be able to sit at your tower, farm creeps if Axe skips the waves, and if he doesn't skip the wave, you can just trade hits, constantly regen up. So no one really winning the top lane per se. But
see Moomiender getting caught out here bottom. They pull him in with the Aether Remnant now. The Icarus dive forward into MNZ and his stuns, and Moon should drop, will drop. They were smoking down here with Bryle, but just a bit too late. Do they still engage is the question.
Yeah, it's always annoying when you're smoking up towards a hero that you're having bait for you, and then they die before you can get there. That would have been perfect timing if they'd gotten him like 5 seconds later. They're still pinging. They want to kill MNZ. They know he's having a good game here. And they're going to now bait Kezu instead.
Tanky hero, though. In fact, they're going to take that bait and go right onto Kezu. Reinforcements are arriving in the form of Moon Meander. The Quad Bolt comes through. Good damage done. They will get the Chaos Knight, and now blinking in again. Bryle, can he finish off MJZ? He's ever so low with the Shadow Strike. I think that should be it. Indeed it is. This level 4 Shadow Strike doing a lot of work.
Yeah, the Chaos Knight kind of got a lucky-ish dodge on it from the Phantasm. I don't think he knew the Queen of Pain was coming from behind, but they still had the damage to kill him. Luckily, he's not dead for all too long here, as Queen of Pain has just been everywhere. Bryle, very impressive rotations and play around the mid lane.
And they're setting up for Leo style. They're going to slow him down now. Moon Meander does lob out the stun. Only onto Matthew. Really wants to secure the outpost. They're sending in multiple heroes for this, but Leo style may pay with his life. Though not enough to save him with the Sunray. They bring him down, and now they can look for more. Matthew, he's slow. Does he make it out of here? Nuke's coming through. Not quite enough, but MJZ, oh, he could be in trouble. Doesn't have any sort of escape mechanism. He'll fall as well. Another death for the Shadow Fiend gods. 0-3 after what looked like a really strong start in the lane.
Yep. Crazy's outplaying them. They're making these better rotations. They have numbers advantages. They kind of read Thunder Predator coming to try and take back that outpost, and Moon, just with the perfect play, cancels the first outpost take, and then, you get the outpost by committing 2 heroes to it. You can't stun him again, but it's okay. It's just like 150 XP for those outposts, and or 75 each, I believe, for the first one. And you kill a Shadow Fiend. Once again, his game's being absolutely ruined here.
And they might go for another. Owie's moving in. Leo style, he's so slow, and the grip comes through. Just got it with that last creep dying from the Scream, I believe, and now can they finish the job? They will. Leo style falls. In comes Frank, but he's also getting kited and slowed down. This Queen of Pain is out of control. Can they do anything about it? Matthew's been slept. They're going to turn back and go for the lower hanging fruit. Will they get the Void Spirit to assimilate? Tries to retreat to the south, but there to greet him with some auto attacks is Bryle. Brings him low. Can't quite finish the job. And Matthew will retreat, but everyone who walks in here just gets shadow struck, and then it's like they're not in the fight anymore.
Yeah, Bryle is dishing out some serious damage in all of these fights and engagements. Just Shadow Strike after Shadow Strike. He's getting a ton of experience, and this Chaos Knight needs to get that armlet up ASAP. And the problem is, you see this Lifesteal on the other side just free farming away. Crazy in a really good position.
Phantasm engagement here, but instantly the illusions are deleted with the Quad Bolt, and again a Necrophosol committed. Crazy bullying Thunder Predator, who look absolutely lost.
Back-to-back
What do they do?
kills on the Chaos Knight with that Reaper Scythe. It's Thunder Predator just aren't playing together as a team and using their numbers particularly well. Like they're trying to be a bit too greedy, it seems like. Like the Axe is just sitting top, keep continuing to farm, and the problem is when he tries to TP rotate mid is that the SF's already dead. You need to be like more proactive rather than reactionary when you're making these moves, and it feels like part of the problem is they just don't have that good playmaker. Neither of their supports at this stage is in a
They have a blink on
so.
Frank. Is that going to turn it around, this Axe? Because it seems like they're counting on it.
That's the item that allows them to make some plays and not react.
That he gets ganked and dies.
He at least buys it, but yeah, they need to be the ones smoking up and going aggressive. They need to be jumping on Crazy rather than getting initiated on themselves. So the Axe Blink, get the Chaos Knight involved with his armlet timing.
Oh, he's got a grip in 1 second's time. I don't think they even need to use it here. He's going to Sunray up onto the high ground. Brian will have another Scream soon, and MJZ comes back down to earth. His wings clipped. He will die. And also the tower to fall here. So they get a hill ward down. They get some control of this bottom side of the map. Radiant jungle pretty much off limits at the moment. That is a no-fly zone.
Yeah, and with none of these dire tier 1 towers being claimed at all, this access to the dire side of the map is not really a go either for Thunder Predator. All they can do is farm their triangle of camps over on the far left side of the map.
And now he's already setting up top.
Yep.
He's got the grip ready. Didn't have to use it earlier. He has been very active as well. The whole team just diving constantly, setting up these ganks.
Doing a great job of making MNZ's game really difficult. His lane went really well, but once like 7-8 minutes into the game, he's just being chased wherever he goes on the map.
Leo Style, might be your turn to die, but actually it's a trap. Here comes the Axe with the blink, the call, the chop, the kill secured. They even dropped the Phoenix Egg for that. And, well, they get it. And that was a pretty significant streak down. A mega kill going the way of Frank. Moomiander is sitting around here, though. Nice. Call by Frank. I guess he just had the sentry range.
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say, those are some serious spidey senses. But we'll end up just retreating.
Yeah, they get the Queen of Pain. That's the big kill for Thunder Predator that they were looking for, but they need to see what they can fold up with. Right now, probably Chaos Knight's just saying, I need to farm at least my armlet. Only was a couple hundred gold away, and Crazy recognizing that they can just keep running at Thunder Predator. Anytime they have their ultimates, they're incredibly strong here, and I think they're feeling like they can start playing more around their Lifestealer, who is top of the net worth, has armlet, Deso queued up, and he's going to be their main objective taker. So he's the hero that they want to try and find kills around.
Looks like he actually wants a halberd as the bounty runes are going to spawn. They get the grip off. The call is there to interrupt it. Only really connecting on Owie, though. That leaves the rest of the heroes free to go to work, and they are doing exactly that. MNZ being focused. Has he blinked in too deep here on the Quap, though? Bryle pretty low. They just don't have the follow-up damage, though. Will end up surviving, courtesy of Skeeter.
Yeah, nice and fast.
And now they look to retreat. Axe Blink is on cooldown for a few seconds. Matthew, he actually walks back in. He was safe and out of range. And Frank stops the jungle, and now he is, like, not going to allow that to happen, buddy. Get the hell out of here. This is our jungle now.
Yeah, they're taking full control of that top side of the map, too, now. So I think this is where Thunder Predator may consider going back to the bottom jungle. Problem is, there's wards all over it. So if they do, you got to expect Crazy. They're going to make their next rotation down bottom. We'll see this fight again. The bounty rune's coming. Crazy do a really nice job setting this up. And Frank, unfortunately, he blink called in just to cancel AUI's Fiend's Grip, and that just meant he didn't have the call and the control to deal with the Queen of Pain, because Queen of Pain's aggressive blink looked kind of questionable, but with call on cooldown, it was totally okay.
This is where having the Shadow Fiend and not having a good start is really hurting you. Like, they're playing, it feels like 4v5 without any damage in most of these fights, unless Chaos Knight is left free to roam, but that has not been the case.
Yeah, they have plenty of AoE for the Phantasm, and that's where I know Peter was a little unsure about the Chaos Knight pickup when the enemy still had 2 picks to deal with it. They get the Necrophos, and they already had the Queen of Pain for some AoE damage as well, so.
Well, both teams are going to take towers, but the bigger prize is Crazies, as the mid-tier one should fall.
Yep.
It's a lot of map control to give up, especially for Shadow Fiend. Jungle starts to get dicey. He did go drums. He's not going to try to rush anything bigger like a BKB. We'll go back for it now, but I think just a sign of how desperate he is to contribute something to the team.
Yeah, I think he knew there was a lot of pressure on them and that they were going to be forced to fight early, like we just saw at that 15-minute bounty rune, so he felt like he had to buy some item, because without the SF, they just don't have damage to really kill heroes in these fights. Particularly the Necrophos in the front lines is unkillable unless SF is there.
The Lifestealer, too, looks quite unkillable.
Yeah.
Unless they manage to get him before he can rage, and he's, like, totally on his own.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, the call as a BKB piercing disable is decent, but you have to kill him during it. And
does get the call off here, and now comes the egg. Skeeter unable to focus it. Actually, no, he is able to focus it. The call was just not long enough to keep him isolated, and Bryle gets to work with the ult, blows up Leo Style. Drum's not going to save you there, buddy, and they lose Chaos Knight too. It's 3 down just for a Nyx, and they committed everything. Make it 4. Crazy are going crazy, Absolutely smashing Thunder Predator right now.
Yeah, that call did not last long at all in the lifesteal. And this is why he actually changed his mind, didn't go for the Deso, went for the Sanj. Against Zax, how do you play against Cole? You go for this status resist. That call, I was like, is that a level 1 call? It's just the status resist making it last a really short duration. And he's lifestealing during it as well, so you're not actually taking too much damage. And you can't egg on top of a lifestealer who, when that call's wearing off, he's of course just going to instantly rage. When that call wears off, he's going to rage whether there's a Phoenix Egg there or not. And the Phoenix Egg was just a free kill.
I don't see how they win a fight without a big X call to initiate. Like 2-3 heroes, you know, just getting one is not working.
He was really close to getting the Invis Nyx. I don't actually... Oh, yeah, they had a sentry there, so perhaps he saw him, but Frankel followed up with dunk down bottom. It's a support for support trade. Both teams losing their 5s. But Crazy continuing to top the net worth with all the heroes that really matter. The top 3 cores all on this Dire team.
MNZ is really struggling to figure out how to get back in this game. Had a Midas queued up. He's going to back off of that and go for the much more standard Sanj. But
yeah, that's so.
Just even thinking about a Midas on Chaos Knight at 19 minutes is not a promising sign for the state of the game for your team.
For sure. That is not an item you want to be buying in Dota right now.
A lot of action breaking out mid. They do lock the Quap down, but do they have the damage? The first raise is off the mark. Leo style not pointed correctly, even if he was. I don't know if they kill Bryle. He's relatively tanky. They might lose heroes here. Phoenix going down. And Kezu still full HP. Has the hood with the mech. Very tanky Necrophos going towards a pipe, and once he gets a pipe, there's just no damage. I don't see how they kill anyone at that point.
I don't either. We've seen AUI pretty effectively using Nightmare as a save as well when needed, so if you try commit too many spells, single target on one hero, there is that save potential as well. And you definitely don't want to commit all those spells on either Lifestealer or Necro. Both those heroes have huge kind of save potential. The Ghost Shroud, the Rage, the Infest can be used on teammates as well. It's just so difficult. Like, there's no obvious target to initiate on, and the 2 in the front line are the worst targets, but you can't also get to the back lines.
Well, smoke here by Thunder Predator. There was a Dire Ward around. Not sure if it actually saw the smoke.
And the game plan has to be to try get to those supports, get to the backline as best as possible. Try and blow up the Bane, the Nyx, even the Queen of Pain. That's a pretty good target as well with the Blink Call.
Their smoke still got a little time left, and they're trying to make the most of it to bait Leo style. But Bryle's having none of it. Blinks away. Will survive to fight another day, and now head back towards top, but MNZ is visible. They do manage to latch on to Moomiander. Can they kill him off quickly? They get the chop, they get the kill. Skeeter and Kezu, but it's against the whole enemy team. This is about as good as it gets until Quap comes in with the ultimate, brings them all down to half HP, forces them on their heels. MJZ did commit the egg for that. They're walking up to the high ground, but they're about to lose these Chaos Knight illusions. Do they have the damage? They get the owie kill. That's it so far. Can they find Kezu? Already blew his Ghost Shroud earlier, but he's still alive. And Crazy are coming back in, looking for more. Once they get an open wounds off on Leo style, he could be in a lot of trouble. The Yules is going to prevent that TP out. He's got to turn and drop nukes, but he won't get to. The Scythe deletes him, and MNZ next on the list slowly tries to armlet toggle, but you can't do that next to a Necrophos. Just dies to the Heartstopper aura. And now Matthew TPing away to safety. He'll make it. The MJZ, though, not so lucky. Another 4-hero wipeout, and that's where they catch 2 cores looking very isolated, gods. They still get smashed.
The fight started really well for them. They get the initial call. Lifestealer commits because he was trying to infest save the Nyx assassin there. He just couldn't quite get there in time. And the Phoenix, he's kind of learned this lesson from the last fight. He's like, okay, I have to egg away from this Lifestealer. He put the egg in a really good spot, forced Crazy to retreat. And at that point, Thunder Predator should just be like, okay, we won this fight. Let's disengage, not chase. CK's getting low. Heroes like Necrophos have all this sustain that they're always ready to fight. Even that 3v5 scenario, once Thunder Predator getting lower and lower, that's exactly what Crazy want is for them to chase.
Yeah, I am not feeling the impact of the Chaos Knight or the Shadow Fiend in these fights. Like,
yeah.
The Chaos Knight illusions are constantly deleted. He's just basically a walking stun. He can't really post up against this Lifestealer, but hold that thought as Frank does get a decent call off.
Oh,
not enough. He rims out because of the Infest, the Quap Bolt coming through. Now they've got to back away. Axis down, and MJZ sure to be next. So too is this Chaos Knight, completely controlled by Skeeter, munched up and finished off. And now the egg, they'll take that too. The GG called, a 23-minute smackdown as Crazy just continue the win streak, looking so strong in this series.
Yeah, they looked really impressive.